Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Center. So let's talk Wyoming Valley West soccer. Joining us is senior Hunnter Maxwell. Well, Hunnter, you guys are having a great season. Another game coming up for you. The playoffs will be upon us next week as you guys will be ready to go. Let's talk about you over on the defensive end there for Wyoming Valley West. You guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. But we have senior Jackson Williams out on the left back with us, and he's been improving every game. He's really impressed us. And on the other side, on the right side, we have Anthony Barbos. He's a first-year starter, and he's really surprised a lot of us, and he's doing a lot of great things for us out there. And then in front of me, we have stopper, named Jake Gertis, sophomore. And again, he's been doing everything he can. He's been scoring goals, dishing the ball out to the midfield, and taking charge out there like he needs to be to take the spot over for next year. Maybe he can get the captain spot.
Hunnter, let's talk about the accolades that you received last year and feeling that pressure, I'm sure, and you're still playing at a very, very high level.
Right. I mean, coming off a great season last year, 13-1 in the regular season. I mean, it's not bad at all, and a tough loss in the district finals. But to get the accolades I received as a defender wasn't easy, and I mean, it goes out from all the teamwork and all the coaches in the past, and especially my coach now, Charlie Whitehead. I mean, he does a lot of great things out there for the program in the past 4 years I've been there.
Hunnter, what do you think makes you such a good soccer player? Let's talk about go back a few years when you first started, who you learned from, going through all those years, and kind of honing your skills there and becoming such a great defender.
I mean, back in the day when I first started some travel soccer with some low-name teams, I would just be thrown in the back because no one else wanted to play defense. So, I mean, I was fine with that. I was getting the playing time I needed in front of some other kids that just wanted to play and score the goals. So I was the tough guy back on defense, just giving my 110% all the time and going all out when I can.
Hunnter, you guys have some dynamics that let you score some goals this year at Wyoming Valley West. Let's turn over and talk about some of the guys on the offensive end for your team.
Well, I can't have the conversation without mentioning Mike Dazzadone. I mean, he's scoring the goals for us. I mean, we have 60-plus goals, and he's got 31 goals for us, and I mean, that helps a lot. And up top with him, he's got Charlie Kiefer, who adds a few goals and a few assists. Kyle Yusko, he came off the bench in the beginning of the season, and now he's starting, so he's improved a lot. Joyson Gonzalez, he's out there on the left wing, always giving 110% out there, a lot of his hustle. We have Donnie Reynolds, he's out on the right wing, and he's always giving 110%. I mean, couldn't ask for a better offensive lineup. Everyone's always hustling, working the ball on the ground, and I mean, without them, I don't think we'd be scoring that many goals. 60-plus is a lot in a 13, 14-game season.
Hunnter Maxwell here on the John Mendola Show as we're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Hunnter, let's talk about your future endeavors for you. College will be upon us next year. Is that something you all like to play some soccer at the next level?
Yes, it's one of my goals. I mean, I have a few local colleges looking at me, so hopefully by the end of the season, and I have it narrowed down to where I want to go, and hopefully it works out for me. Just waiting on a few SAT scores, and hopefully they're pretty good, and can see where it goes from there.
Hunnter, when you talk about the people around you and your family, tell us about the people getting you to soccer games and traveling over to get some training, different things like that, because always takes a supportive home.
Right. Well, there's my dad, Scott. He's been at tournaments all the time with me, from Maine to Maryland to Florida. I mean, we've gone everywhere, and I mean, I can't thank him enough for everything he's done for me. And he's there all the time at every game. Back when I couldn't drive, he's picked me up every practice, no matter the weather. And then there's my mom. She makes everything she can. I mean, I have a brother and a sister, so it's hard to get to everything, but she gets to everything that she can, and she's always there and supporting me, along with my dad. I mean, without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. And my grandparents, on my mom and dad's side, they're always at every game they can make it when they're home. I mean, without that support, I mean, I don't think I'd be the player I am today. Always trying to impress them and give the best I can when they're there.
Hunnter, in this day and age, here we are in 2015, Tell us what it's like to be a student athlete. There's so much going on, and again, not that you would know what it was like back in the 70s or 80s or 90s, but I'm sure your folks maybe share some stories. But hey, nowadays there's a lot of social media, a lot of different things, but there's still some great things going on with student athletes out there. You happen to be a great example, and there's some others here in northeastern Pennsylvania, not only at your school at Wyoming Valley West, but all across the area. But tell us about some of the challenges of balancing things. Some people have jobs, and some people are hanging with friends. Some people are working hard at soccer and working hard in the classroom. Any experiences or anything you could tell us about what it's like for you?
I mean, as an all-honor student, I mean, the struggle's been there, and I've had my ups and downs, but being able to keep the high grades is, I mean, one of my main goals, and then I have soccer on top of it, so I think I balance it pretty well. And not just me, I think our team does pretty well. I mean, most of the stars have jobs. Sometimes we're working practice around them. We have a lot of smart kids on the team. I mean, our defense, I mean, we're pretty smart. Up top, we got a pretty smart team, too. I mean, we're not just soccer smart, we're school smart, and that's important to us, too, because we always have to make sure we're keeping on top of things so we can always be out on the field and not messing around in school. So that's one thing we take seriously, and it's impressive because not a lot of teams can take that and be proud with it, and I feel like we're one of the teams that can do that, and we have a great chemistry. I think that comes from in school. We're always talking to each other in the hallway. We're always giving each other fist bumps, high fives, always hanging out, so we do a lot of great things with each other, and I think that's what helps us.
A well-spoken and a pretty darn focused young man, Hunnter Maxwell from the Wyoming Valley West soccer team. Hunnter, you have some great decisions coming up here in the near future on what you want to do, both academically and athletically, and we wish you the very best.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much.
Wyoming Valley West Spartans soccer, Hunnter Maxwell here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.